keys, phone, my drone. Nothing's gonna happen because this is Hawaii. It's covered up. Right. Woo!
20 minutes later.
Where's my stuff? Anyone see my stuff? Yeah, did you see my stuff? What happened? Someone stole all my items. You left your valuables unattended? It's obvious you haven't seen Sean's 10 Things Not to Do video. Who? Everybody should watch it before visiting Hawaii. Anyhow. Aloha, I'm Sean Kaleponi, and these are 10 things not to do when visiting Hawaii. I made a video like this 3 years ago called 5 Things Not to Do when visiting Hawaii. I thought it was time to repeat the list and add more to it so you understand the laws here, how to respect our culture and land for your safety, and to support local. Let's get it started. Do not touch or get close to our Hawaiian green sea turtles and our Hawaiian monk seals. They are protected by federal and state laws. If you're caught touching or disturbing them, you will pay a fine and be arrested. The reason why this goes number 1, because nothing makes the locals more upset than seeing a video on social media of people touching or disturbing them. They are highly endangered and we hold them very dear to us. I'll first start with the Hawaiian green sea turtle because that's what you encounter more likely. The Hawaiian name for it is called the honu. And you see in our culture, people have tattoos of the honu because it symbolizes their family and their children. If you see them, please keep your distance of 10 feet because that's the law. Always remember. I know a lot of Hawaiian green sea turtles like to pull up to Laniakea Beach in North Shore. And there's nothing wrong with admiring the Hawaiian green sea turtles. I'm one of them who admires them, but I keep my distance. Finally get to see the turtles. The second one is the Hawaiian monk seals. Not only are they endangered, but they're critically endangered.
I leave them alone at rest. It's against the law to touch them.
I've seen videos on social media where people have touched the monk seals and they say, I didn't know. There's no reason to touch a monk seal, and that's not a good excuse. They don't care about you, they don't care about me, but we care about them, and we want to make sure that their population continues to grow for many years to come. All of us are here admiring monk seal and the baby right now. So, whoo, this is awesome. The laws say to stay 50 feet away from them, and if they're nursing a pup, to stay at least 150 feet away. I've seen a mother nurse a pup, and sometimes they close the entire beach. That's how serious we take our Hawaiian monk seals. Everything is coned off, but we all are admiring from afar right here. 3 years ago, when I made this video, the population was approximately 1,300 Hawaiian monk seals. Now there's approximately 1,600 monk seals. Thanks to the efforts of those who protect them and want to see their population grow. You can help with the Hawaiian monk seals population by watching this video, keeping your distance, and if you do see them pull up to shore, just notify a local or a lifeguard or call this number here and they'll do the proper procedures to cone off the area. Do not damage our coral reefs. Our coral reefs are home to the marine life that rely on it for food and shelter. There are 2 ways to damage our coral reef. The first one is to step foot on our coral reefs. It adds unnecessary pressure, weakening our reef, causing it to deteriorate over time. Don't do it. If you're not expert in snorkeling or being in the ocean, just stay in the shallow and stand right on the sand. like where I'm at right now. And the second way to damage our coral reefs are to use sunscreen that contains both oxybenzone and octinoxate. Both of these chemicals have been found to bleach our reef, causing it to deteriorate and weaken over time. Since 2021, Hawaii has banned both of these chemicals found in sunscreen. And if you're confused on what sunscreen to use, it's best not to buy it from home and buy it here in Hawaii. The sunscreen I use is Blue Lizard, and no, I'm not sponsored by them. It protects my skin from the sun, it's reef friendly, everybody wins. Don't be in a rush when you come to Hawaii. The environment is laid back and chill. And I have a couple notes for you to avoid you being in a rush. Plan one big attraction a day with 1 or 2 good food spots.
We follow him and we went to a few of his restaurants that he recommended and they were great, great.
Oh. Wow.
So much flakes and so much flavor in every bite. You're not gonna be able to do everything in one trip. I know many people who come back to Hawaii because when they come here one time, they wanna do other things that they couldn't do on the next trip. I haven't done everything on these islands that I've been wanting to do, and I live here. And the second thing is to avoid rush hour. I can only speak of the traffic on Oahu since I live here. Traffic hour in Honolulu is usually from 6 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. and later on from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on the weekdays. And traffic hours on the west side coming to Honolulu are from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. on weekdays and 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on weekdays. And from town to the west side is around 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Try to avoid those traffic hours so you're not stuck in traffic, and remember to relax and adapt to the environment. In Cairo, Egypt, when I went there, I had to adapt to a real fast pace. When I went to Kenya, the motto is Hakuna Matata, which means no worries.
They're so close. They're right behind us. Look at that.
Over here, the motto is Aloha, and Aloha means no rush. But not everything's all aloha in the Aloha state. This next one is very important. Do not leave your valuables in plain sight. Unfortunately, theft happens quite often here in Hawaii. Do not leave your valuables in your vehicle. Do not leave valuables in car. So they try to stress at the parking spots. People come back from their excursion to their vehicle and they can see that they have a broken windshield and all the valuables are gone. My advice would be to hide all your valuables and don't put it in plain sight right on your car seat. Put it in the trunk, put it underneath the car. Just don't give people a reason to break into your vehicle and steal your valuables. Your vehicle is most vulnerable when you park it in an area where there's hardly anyone. I know people who park on the west side and they go for a long hike and their vehicle gets broken into. Thieves know that you're going for a long hike and you might not be back for a couple hours, so keep that in mind. And don't leave your valuables in plain sight on the beach. I've worked with tourists before. They always report their things missing from the beach. They put all their valuables on the sand in the towel, they go for a swim and they come back and it's gone. My advice is when you go to the beach, leave your valuables back in your hotel, or if you do go to the beach with a big group, have at least one designated person watching everyone's items. I've had my items stolen from me right on the beach. I was droning at Lalamoana Beach at Magic Island and I left my tripod to the side and someone stole it from me. It can happen to tourists, it can happen to a local who's born and raised here. I just don't want it happening to you. Do not litter and throw your trash on the ground. Hawaii is paradise. It's known for its landscapes, its beauty, and its beaches. Let's keep it that way for many generations to come. It's on everyone's part who lives and visits here to keep it that way. Simple. There really is no excuse not to throw away your trash. We have trash cans everywhere. And if you have the opportunity to throw away your recycling goods, use a recycling bin. We have a lot of those too. Throw away your trash in the rubbish can. Simple. And there's a recycling area, recycle too. Aloha. The reason why I wanted to do this part here at Pokai Bay, because 10, 15 years ago, I don't remember it being that nice. But thanks to the efforts of people like the Protectors of Paradise, Green Man Hawaii, and people like you who keep the area clean, it's able to be restored to its natural beauty. Many locals view the land as sacred. My cousin, who works for the Maui Fire Department, after the Lahaina fires, he spoke to the council and told them not only was there a promise to protect the people, but to protect the land, because the land is part of the people.
You didn't just choose to serve the people, you chose to serve the land.
We're just doing what we can for the people of Hawaii. People come strong, Lahaina strong.
That's awesome. I thought the strength all came from here, but no, it comes from here. It comes from the Aloha spirit.
Automatic.
And I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mahalo.
Thank you.
What was your name again?
My name is Sean.
Sean, good thing you're doing. Keep it real. Right. Keep Hawaiian lands in Hawaiian hands.
Do not eat at main chain restaurants. I mean, you can. It's not against the law, and you're not disrespecting the land or the culture. All I'm saying is that you can eat at those places back at home. When you're here in Hawaii, take advantage of all the great Hawaii local foods. We have the food trucks, the shave ice, we have the farmers market, and we have the mom and pop shops. The mom and pop shops are at the heartbeat of Hawaii's economy. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Aloha.
Aloha. Oh, so much. We can flex together. Oh yeah. I think yours is bigger than mine.
No. Well, I mean, from the fat.
Uncle Felix.
Love you.
Thank you. The texture of it kind of gives off like a calamari feel. Yeah?
Yes. It's so good. Yes, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And if you're wondering what good food places to check out, just watch every single video on this channel and like and subscribe and share it with everybody else. Like right now, I'm here at Whiskey Smoke 808 in Kaneohe, and this is some good local eats. But if you are going to go to the main chain restaurants, try out the Hawaii exclusives. Check out the 7-Eleven Hawaii exclusives, the McDonald's Hawaii exclusives. It's all part of the trip. Do not turn your back right near the ocean. My back is not near the ocean. I'm in a relatively safe area. I'm talking about people who want to take their pictures standing right on the reef, and the current can be quite unpredictable. It's strong, wipe you out, and take you out to sea. Hey! Oh, and even if you are a strong swimmer, Mother Nature is stronger than you, is stronger than me, and if something does happen to you out in the ocean, you can't take the ocean to court. There's no need to have your back right near the water. I mean, I see people do it quite often growing up, and they get swept out, and no one wants to see you injured. Everybody wants to stay safe. Please do your part. Do not turn your back near the ocean. Even for me, as a local boy who was born and raised here on the island, I went to go snorkel at Kahi Point at Electric Beach. I asked my friend Leon, who's an expert swimmer, if he could come with me to make sure that I was okay. If you're not a strong swimmer, try to start off at beaches that are relatively easy. And one of the ways you can be safe is respecting the ocean and understanding how dangerous it can be. These are our viewers and subscribers from Texas. Woo. We have our friends from Australia. And thanks for jumping in the vlog. I appreciate it.
Oh, good.
Do not hike when, well, there's a lot of things not to do when hiking in Hawaii. The first one is do not hike illegal trails or sacred places. There'll be a sign at the start of these trails that say government property, keep out, or it'll say kapu, which means sacred in Hawaiian. These areas aren't meant to be accessed. They're government property, it's private property, and if you are caught in these areas, you could pay a hefty fine. If you want to know which trails are legal or illegal, I recommend that you download the All Trails app. I'm not sponsored by them, but if you guys are watching this, sponsor me, let me know. That All Trails app comes in handy for a lot of the hikes you do, wherever you go visit in this world. I'm not here to scold you and say shame on you for doing these hikes, because I know that I've done it before.
Hey, we are not supposed to do this.
But I don't see anybody up here at the top of the forest. And I've actually been talked to by the US military Hawaii about some of the hikes that I would do on YouTube because it was private property. And there's no excuse. I should know better. You should know better. And I think you do know better because you're watching this video. And the second thing not to do is to start your hike in the late afternoon. I say this because you're not really familiar with the area and get lost. It is not fun getting lost in the dark. I've been lost in the dark before. Thankfully that I've actually had to have tourists help me, show me the way out. I know, kind of embarrassing, being a local boy and tourists have to show you how to get out of the trail. And it's not fun to be lost in the dark. Don't be like us and do this at this time. Do it early in the day with lots of other hikers. So you don't feel alone like how we do. In nature and having your spouse with you that's upset at you for not knowing the area. Just start your hike earlier in the day. And the third thing not to do when hiking is do not do advanced hikes if you're not in good shape. Okay? Whew. We've had many helicopters rescue people because they were stranded on these hikes. Some of them are the Stairway to Heaven, which you have to keep out. That's illegal, by the way. It's been illegal to hike the actual stairs since the late 1980s. Since 2024, there have been plans to remove the haiku stairs completely by the government. Getting caught could result in fines of up to $2,000 and imprisonment. I enjoy hiking, but these people throwing metal railing down a cliff over the haiku stairs ruin it for everyone. Olomana, which is a very dangerous hike with the most beautiful view, but it is the most dangerous hike on the island. It's a legal hike. I stopped at the first peak. Even the most experienced and fit hikers can find themselves in a life-threatening situation. Always be prepared and avoid hiking alone. The Ka'au Crater hike, there's just a lot of hikes that are challenging. Some people hike up Chinaman here. And at the very end, there's a spot where you have to pull yourself up with the rope. And I know people have felt that hurt themselves at Chinaman's Hat. So if you do hard hikes, make sure you're in good shape and that you go with someone who knows what they're doing. And the last thing not to do is to hike in the rain. This one really bothers me because when you hike in the rain, there's a lot of mud traction and it erodes the land. I want to make sure that these trails look beautiful for many generations to come. I don't want to see some of our good trails that I enjoy hiking on eroded. And it's just best to save it for another day when it's dry. And not to mention, when you do hike when it's rainy, there's more of a chance of you slipping, not having good foot grip, and possibly hurting yourself. Do not take lava rocks home from Hawaii. It's illegal. Nothing in my pockets, I'm not taking anything. According to Hawaiian mythology, Pele, the goddess of fire and volcanoes, will put a curse on you. Whether you believe that or not, I wouldn't want to find out. It's also illegal to take home grains of sand, pieces of coral reef. You can go to many shops and take home souvenirs and do it the right way. Woo. Here at the Aloha Stadium swap meet. And over here, this is where I recommend you to get some shopping done. Yes, you can get the best prices for souvenirs at the Aloha Stadium swap meet. And it's much cheaper than the stores in Waikiki. Now speaking of Waikiki, here's the final thing not to do. Hey, what's up? Oh. Do not only stay in Waikiki. Yeah, I'm talking to you, the person who booked their entire stay in Waikiki and don't plan on leaving. I mean, you can, because you're not breaking the law and you're not hurting anyone. And Waikiki does have everything you need. All I'm saying is that there's many other things to do outside. There's old school North Shore. North Shore is laid back and has some of the best beaches and food trucks on the island. There's the Ko'olau Mountains in Kaneohe. There's the west side beaches, all the hikes throughout the island. Actually, you can visit the other islands too, with Maui, Hawaii, and the Big Island. There's just so much more out there to see. And I'm sure that you'll be welcomed by the locals if you take heed to the 9 things I already told you not to do. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna take heed to my own advice and leave Waikiki right now. I'll see you guys later. Aloha. Back where I started, right here in my hometown of Kaneohe. I want to give you a big mahalo for watching this entire video. I already like you more than anybody who cut me off halfway while watching this. Let me know in the comment section down below if there's anything I missed that should have been added to the not to do list. Follow me at HawaiianTraveler on Instagram, that's located down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Aloha. This next one is very important. Gosh. I'm here with local brother Ned. And what's one thing you would want tourists not to do when they visit Hawaii?
Snack up with the locals. As you know, we're gonna bang you.
Oh yeah, remember that, okay guys? Remember that. But it's. This is Ari from Seattle. He's the one that took all my stuff on the beach. I found him.
I gave it back.
Yeah, he did. It's part of the video.